Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, and we're back for something new. It's a freebie available on Steam called Burning Daylight. All I know is that we wake up inside of a mysteriously vacant city, and we have to find out why. It's very mysterious and sinister and all that jazz, and we're gonna find out what goes on in here today, hopefully. Or there might be some explosions. I don't quite know yet. Alright, looks like our job right now is to move towards the light. So either we've just been hit by a car, or we're about to wake up from a coma. One of the two. That's usually like the only two that lights are involved with. Sometimes, like, signaling to aircraft as well could be a thing, but I don't feel like that's the situation right now. And oh, we are quite nude. And we literally have a dick hanging out, too. Okay. And wow, we are straight up in the middle of a pile of bodies. Okay, that's a little bit more grim than I originally anticipated. This is like waking up in the middle of a concentration camp. Oh, damn. Would you look at all of that shenanigans? I'm getting a vibe from when I was playing... What was the game that, it came after Limbo. Same people made that one. It was about a little boy trying to escape the government, and it had some, like, vaguely World War II mind control overtones. Clearly in the background, there's machine claws that are sorting the corpses. Maybe this isn't a mass grave. Maybe this is just like a factory that mass produces bodies and we're like a defective one. Maybe we're a defective clone. That machine is, Ooh, okay. Apparently it might be taking us to Flavortown if we're not careful. I should probably be wary of that. So it looks like stealth may become a mechanic in this. If there's actually any gameplay besides just walking through the whole thing and seeing all the horror. Maybe this is actually like the tale of people who get sent to the Soylent Green factory when they die or get sick. Because if you're not familiar with that story, there's like a really old piece of... Maybe it's not sci-fi, but it's definitely fiction, where it's like this perfect utopia, except for the food source, where you discover that the food source is actually made of people. Oh. Oh, I have a controller plugged in, so it wants me to use the controller. Okay. Up until this point, I was using keyboard and mouse, but apparently it does not detect that, so we'll just roll up here. This is actually pretty cool for a freebie game. I'm not usually used to that. Most of the time, freebie games are like a top-down pixelated mess. So this is pleasantly surprising. And I hope everybody is getting their money's worth of random hobo doodle as I roam around this building. Okay, so one of these doors, there we go. One of these doors will open. Alright, the company name of this building is Nutrimont, or Nutriman. So yeah, this is totally looking like a Soylent Green situation where all the food is made out of grandma and grandpa. It's looking like this entire facility is mostly automated now, because I don't think anybody's gone into these vending machines for lunch in this cafeteria in at least a week. Like, this just looks like after Mardi Gras at, like, a company in New Orleans. So, there's some glowy blue hazy particles. Do I hop up on this? Is hopping a thing? It appears that hopping is not a thing. So there's a glowing wall. And a room full of old benches. It looks like this place used to do like catering, like it's a cafeteria of some variety. I guess this is just linear. I'm just not really sure what we're supposed to do now. Do buttons do anything? Joysticks? No. Alright, game, you've pointed out that there is glowing goodness here. I would like to interact with the glowing goodness, if you'd be so kind. No? Is this where we get off? Alright, well, that has been, Burning Daylight. Hope everyone's enjoyed. The mystery was that these glowing particles, they exist, they are here, and, get used to it. So, hope you've enjoyed, and bye. That appears to be all there is to see. Go team! Alright, maybe there's a button here somewhere. Can I interact with the table? Anything on the table? No. Okay, what about this vending machine? I can't actually reach the vending machine. There doesn't appear to be anything else interactable or glowy besides the vending machine and the magic murder wall. And it really doesn't seem like the game wants me to backtrack to speak of. Like, the camera angle is just like, fuck you. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Cool, we opened the windows. Now we can see the dystopian horror with our own eyeballs. It's everything I dreamed it wouldn't be. My god, look at those premium pipes. We're at a really nice facility. They've got premium pipes. And look! Oh, shit. Alright. Bob the Claws found us. This is basically a nightmare situation where we're like trapped in the claw machine at Coney Island. A place that I vaguely know exists and have never really seen much of. Okay, looks like I'm gonna try and ram this window. And then we're gonna get access to one of these juicy premium pipes. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with premium pipes, but they're a lot like regular pipes, but there's premium written on the side. It's like a lot of products that say premium version. There's absolutely no difference, it's just a load of marketing. Alright. We made it to the pipe, guys and gals. We did it. Aren't you proud of me? It's everyone's favorite. And now we're in Pipe Town, and we are cold. It is cold in Pipe Town. And I guess we're just gonna go deeper, buck naked and cold, into one of the Half-Life bunkers. Well, it's got a giant leaf on it, so I think this is still the same company. Either that or this is actually just a mutated version of the Antarctic seed vault that they have in Norway. Either way, we're in a bunker, so I'm sure that nothing sinister has ever happened in a horrifying sci-fi dystopic future in a bunker. Looks like that guy's using the new Oculus Rift. Good, cool. Good for you, man. You enjoy the updated version of No Man's Sky. I had the same reaction when I first booted it up myself. Don't worry, it doesn't get better. He will provide. Oh, isn't Mr. Piggums adorable with his 3 eyes and his crown of skulls? Oh, Piggums. Where have you been all this time? Apparently red is hot. Good. Good to know. Alright, apparently I can't go this direction, like at all. What was that clunk? Is Jerry Maguire? No, oh, come on. Look, I know No Man's Sky wasn't exactly what they sold it off to be, but this is a little bit of a bit much. Don't you think? I mean, hello? Alright, well, you know, this is Wizard of Oz rules, so, like, dead people, it just means that I get to steal their footwear. Can I just, hold on, let me just clack my heels together 3 times? No? Okay, well, that's all I got. So, I guess, time to check out my new Skechers. Look, guys, we can walk over broken glass. We did it. We've gotten our upgrade. Now I feel like, Link in the Legend of Zelda. But instead of magic, it's the power of Nike's new Michael Jordans. They're Air Jordans. Actually, these are more like the Bunker Jordans, but you get the idea. I'm sure nothing bad has ever happened on a rickety elevator. Although I do kind of like the ominous stare from, like, the circle in the window. I kind of feel like the father from Evangelion, who just sits there staring with his reflective glasses the whole time. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Elevator Simulator 2019. I'm your host, Larry, and, we are still buck-ass naked. But we've got fancy new shoes, so we are definitely ready to go streaking across the Boston Marathon. So I hope everyone's ready for that. You'll probably see me later on CNN with my doodle hanging out blurred on national television. It'll be fantastic. I can't wait. Ooh, Chinese food. I mean, clearly there's people that used to be running around here doing stuff and existing. But where are they and how are they? Okay, here's another guy. Hey, it's me. It's Fabricio. You remember me? I wear the shoes downstairs. Can I have some pants? No? Are you also wearing? Okay, you're also wearing an Oculus Rift. Can I say hi to you? Can I mug you? Can I do... Alright, apparently everyone's just trapped in the Matrix. So the secret to feeding all of these people is to just grind up other cloned human bodies and turn them into a nutritious paste that tastes vaguely of Brussels sprouts. Oh hey, I've got a hoodie. It does absolutely nothing for the fact that my dick is hanging out in the wind. But, oh, okay. It's like 1 step forward and 2 steps back with this character. Oh, hey, he put his hoodie on. And, clever development trick, if you have your character fall behind a pile of crap, you don't actually have to animate him putting the hoodie on. It's very clever thinking there. They got me. I fell for their clever ruse. Also, what the fuck is that thing? The shit is getting more Skynet by the minute, and by Skynet, I mean like the bootleg version of Skynet that was developed in like Botswana and then licensed by a company in Thailand and then like repackaged and sold on the Epic Games Store. So we're at the part of the wall labeled 62. I think we're looking for 57 though. I don't know why, it just for some reason that just pops into my head. Hey guys, I'm lost. I don't have that app for the Googles. I'm looking for wall 57. Sir? Excuse me, sir. Sir, do you know that your cerebellum is leaking out of your ears? Excuse me, sir? Okay, well, apparently people don't want to talk to you when you've got your dick out, even if you're not touching it right now. It's cold out, so like it's shriveled. Like, it's flaccid. Like, nothing exciting's happening here. So I can understand why people don't want to talk to me. Excuse me, sir? Oh, sir? Alright, well... I was gonna say, like, I like your new Crocs. It's that new Adidas crossover. Oh yeah, did you guys hear that there's like a fashionista version of Crocs that I was looking at on the internet? It's like Croc boots. I'm not sure if that's just like a fake Photoshop meme, but if somebody has made like a designer Croc boot, then I am totally game. I will destroy what is left of my dignity to go out on the town with my doodle out. It'll be great. Wearing those Croc boots. Oh wow, that literally is what the story has become. 1 step forward and 2 steps back as I fall all the way back into the basement that I just rose out of on an elevator. Okay, well, you know. This is feeling more and more like Inside. Minus the impending possible gruesome death at the hands of dogs or robots every moment. Like, there's just some weird, freaky... Oh, there's dead people. Okay. This is looking like a puzzle. Alright. Do I have to, like, book it across this before I drown? Oh. I'm just gonna steal their Oculus Rift. Alright, looks like we've got ourselves a new companion. But instead of a screeching fairy, we have an Oculus Rift that won't shut up. So that'll be fantastic. We are going to go find a charge-a-majig. Which I would assume is like something like this, a button that probably electrocutes our whole body. But perhaps it's a little bit more dynamic than that. Don't get fresh with me, robot. I can still huck you back in the water. I mean, that's literally the same problem, though. If I press this button again and it shorts out, I haven't really accomplished anything. Okay, I guess that was just a do a thing moment. Alright, onwards and upwards. With our new fancy Oculus Rift. I mean, I'm sitting right next to one. I guess we can go play VR chat. We can go pretend we're in a Echidna. Find the way. Yeah, that sounds like a thing. Hey, it's Vending Machine City. Hell yes.
Love this stuff. Nutritious, delicious, and vegan.
Right. Vegan. It's totally not made of people. What do you mean no one catches us? Everybody I've seen has literally been, like, running around with a thing on their face. Well, at least Dance Dance Revolution is still popular in the future. Either that or this is just like a more techno version of, like, Sweatin' to Books on Tape. What the heck is that thing? You're not people. It's like there's robots hiding within the people. Okay.
That's what you get from skipping marine gymnastics.
Oh, I get it. It's kind of like a hive mind thing. If you don't, like, follow along, they'll find you. And then they'll write a very nasty Yelp review about you. And it's very rude. So, alright, what's this do? Okay, that doesn't do anything. That just turns red. I wonder if Gary still lives in 13. Gary's that tentacle monster. You might have seen him in one of those fancy Japanese films with all the loud squealing and various bodily fluids. He's been retired for the last few years when they replaced him with CG animation, but up until that point, like, he's a very famous actor. You know, I'm not sure. Like, it's a hive mind, but it's not, because there's clearly just regular people kicking around. Maybe those ones back there were just like robots or something. Yeah, probably. Alright, better get pushing buttons needlessly. You know, if there's ever gonna be an opportunity for needless flavor, hitting these buttons to get stuff to, like, do something would probably be pretty cool. Like, you press the button and you go into 28 and there's just like a guy making paper mache out of squirrels. Something like that to provide flavor.
Hey there, I'm juiced up and ready to go out and enjoy the day. By the way, I'm your special augmented reality assistant, but you can just call me Sarah. Consider me your personal companion and your gateway to life inside our glorious tower.
Oh, we're like in a tower. Oh, and our whole life is a video game. Of course. Of course it is. Because why not, Larry? Don't you know that all dystopian futures are eventually going to become Ready Player One, but with way more scorpions? Wait, scorpions. Did the pamphlet say scorpions? I feel like it might have said scorpions. I don't know. Not like the biggest fan of scorpions. Alright, I guess I'm not supposed to go back through here. I guess we just go back downstairs with this button here. 'Cause for a second there, I thought maybe the idea was there was that glowing wall in the back of the room. We all know as gamers that if it's glowing, you murder it, and there's bacon behind it, like in a big trough. Oh, jeez. Is this how we get exercise in the future? Do I pretend I'm the Super Mario boy? Oh god, do I have to fight a giant sewer crocodile called Yoshi? Cause I'm not gonna say like no, but like, you know. You gotta warn a guy first, that's all. Alright, we got crack dealers, scary monitoring systems.
Sustained a bit of water damage. My translation configuration is all messed up. Sorry about that.
Oh, we got like the shitty broken headset. Oh, great. Now this is why you shouldn't buy off the used section of Amazon. The dystopian version of Amazon. Oh wow, this is actually really cool. They've got their own set of anime characters and like little chibis, and I think that's a cherry that tells you your future. It's great. No, I'm definitely down to clown with this all of a sudden. Like, suddenly this went from, like, freakish and weird to a different what the okay. I'm just gonna go. Just... What?
You heard the commercial. Punch, punch, punch. Well done, baby. And that bonus is all we need to get through that door.
Oh, I get it.
There we go.
The doors require coins, and the number was on the wall. See, I pay attention. I know how to use the Computrons really good, world. Believe you me. Now, so this just like suddenly went from like some standard plain Jane dystopia where we're trying to avoid getting turned into, you know, human food paste to Blade Runner. Alright. Do we go talk to people? Like, I guess that's part of the question. Maybe, maybe not? I definitely can tell that currency is going to be a part of this game. So let's go get additional currency and disregard the constabulary. Are you gonna go through that wall? No, you're just gonna path back. Okay, so those robots were totally just people. They weren't robots at all. It's just we made a slight noise like you would do when you exist in reality. And everyone was just like, what was that? Was that the cool, refreshing taste of Charleston Chew? And they're like, what? That's a different universe. Like, oh, is that people? Maybe. You better stare ominously in this direction in case it was a hobo, recently awakened from a corpse pile. I should also emphasize that we have like zero direction right now.
Going in and punch, punch, punch.
Oh. Yeah, alright. Yeah, we totally didn't just wake up from a corpse pile without any, like, knowledge of the world.
After that, best Christmas ever.
Here's the real question. Who's the guy who was getting punched back there? Like, is that just how that game works? When I was punching that giant creepy cherry before, was it just a guy who was also in an Oculus Rift unaware of his surroundings and I just clocked him one?
Go buy some.
Ooh, I want the kebab. Can I have a kabizity bob? No? Come on, man. I just woke up. I was supposed to be food, but now I'm feeling pretty hungry. And I know there's a big pile of clones being blended up into a protein paste to feed me in hot dog form. So if we could just get this tube leading to my face so that I could have some delicious flavor, you know, that'd be great.
Good job.
I will say, this game is a bit on the framey side with all the different effects going on.
Maybe we can collect some more coins together.
How many do I need? Like 100?
There's one. Punch him.
Alright, I'll punch a homeless man. Yay!
We have enough to get in now.
Finally, one whole dollar from brutalizing another human being unaware of his surroundings. Yay! This is basically just like going to Chuck E. Cheese's now that I think about it. Like, this is just like going to Child Casino and like Rat Town.
Frank, how about I put on some sexy, sexy music for you? Set the mood.
Yeah, I could do with some sexy music. I put on some moves, shake my buns, maybe push them up against people that can't see me because they've got a headset on. It'll be great. Nothing could possibly go wrong between me and any sort of robotic authority. None whatsoever. They are just flat out fucking nice. Well, you know, it's what you do in the red light district.
What are we doing here? We should go back to the sexy place. There's nothing this way.
Huh. Uh-oh. Things got dreary again. Stupid water-damaged Oculus Rift ruining my immersion. Can I go back and have sex with a homeless person? I guess that was the objective back there. I mean, half the people in this game all seem like there's some variety of hobo, but I could be wrong. This is striking me more of like an interactive narrative piece, and I gotta say, of the interactive storytelling atmospheric games that I've played, this one definitely ranks pretty high up there. Because there's stuff going on that they don't beat you upside the head with a bat over in order to explain it, but you get to just kind of experience it. Oh, this is 100% Soylent Green material. They're just offering up corpses to the giant prize grabber claw, and that fat guy's probably gonna go feed the town in a little bit. All right. And into the murder hole. Okay, so we were probably sacrificed to this thing. or offered up when we died, and they chucked us down that another hole somewhere, but we weren't dead. It was just we've been out all night the night before, you know, eating like a shit ton of cereals, doing whippets, and singing the Macarena. And this is just the logical conclusion, is your heart stops for a little while, and then they think you're a corpse. And then you got to avoid the Soylent Green machine. Oh yeah, this is the Soylent Green machine. Those are feeding tubes full of dead people being routed into people's faces. Okay. Those things kind of look like those massive hookahs you see at different, like, smoke shops when you're walking down the street in, like, downtown. Okay. So what do you got for me, giant evil robotic overlord? Is this where I find the true meaning of friendship, or are you just gonna tear my hand off again and say, got your nose? It was funny the first 13 times, but once, like, it's your turn to bleed out on the floor with the robot that stole your digits and your hand and your arm, you know, it's all downhill from there. Uh-oh. I feel like that... Okay, we've now connected with the machine. I have become one with the machine. We are now a utopia. You are all welcome. Oh. Okay. For a moment there, I wasn't sure if I had ended the game. Because I'm kind of used to games that are free to have a very specific, tight-knit, short narrative, and then it's just like, it was you! You were really the turducken all along, Larry. And I was like, you're right, game. In my heart, I've always known I was a turducken, and I was delicious and stuffed with breading, and it's Thanksgiving. Dig in. Or maybe, like, all this falling down elevator shafts as a former corpse has just deranged my mind. One of two of these things might be the reality. I don't know which. One of these things is not like the other one. One of these things is Soylent Green made of people. That's weird. Why won't it let me go in there? Is there something I'm missing? I've got pants and a hoodie on, so, like, being cold doesn't really strike me as the main issue here. Okay, apparently I can't go back. Can I fall to my death? No. Apparently the computer is smart enough to tell me, no, Larry, you can't just get frustrated and physically hurl your body off the side of a tower. If you thought a quarter hitting someone in the face was bad when he gets dropped off the side of a tower, just wait till you or like a dog of some variety. Is this a oh, I'm dumb. There was a button here the whole time. It just looked like a side decoration. Oh, that's like a giant skeleton. That's terrifying. It's like, what is that, a T-Rex? Yeah, it's like the only escape here is like you falling off onto somebody or a dog getting hucked off the side and impacting your body from about 15 stories up. My God, you guys, we're getting closer. There's that symbol again. Oh hey, there's like a cool Zen garden tree in here. I don't mind if I do. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Oh, it's like a Zen, like, bonsai tree. Those are always really pretty. I want to go touch it and take a nap underneath of its branches, 'cause it's tired work being an escaped corpse. Well, this is like the longest, weirdest Avon commercial I've ever experienced. That's gonna be what the twist is. They're gonna get me with like the M. Night Shyamalan. It's all in your head. This is really just what happens when you chew 5 gum. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that one. Wow, this is a really cool museum-looking thing. In fact, this looks like it's a part of a giant aquarium. There's some beautiful jellyfish. That was a whale. There's like a locker or something in here. Maybe this is like a genetic bank that they used to save the world from some impending apocalypse. But then the robots took over. Maybe this is the dystopian future when Elon Musk takes control. And it turns out he's been an alien replicant all along. Oh, wow. This is like some straight up Matrix stuff right here. Like, this looks like there's a bunch of pods that either contain people or people's memories or genetic material in case they need to be replicated later. Huh. That's a lot of whatever that is. You know, now that I think about it, these probably just contain the various volumes of Martha Stewart's cookbook over the years. Because once that woman created herself an unstoppable cyborg body, it was just more cookbooks and turkey basting from there. Which, while admirable, I don't know if you make the turkey that you're eating immortal as well. Like, granted, it regenerates in your stomach, so it constantly feels like you're full. But it's also horrifying. So why is this one special? Is that our body? Because it looks similar, but that might just be that we look like every desiccated body knocking around in town. Oh, it took control of my controller. It's probably not a great thing. Huh. Okay. It looks like we're getting closer to the surface, maybe. We're looking at a large area of trees. Okay. You know, this game is not too bad. Like, there's nothing really going on, but I get to experience the atmosphere, and it looks really cool. We're gonna find out why we are here and why we lived. And really, the truth of the matter is we're looking for the true meaning of friendship. And by the true meaning of friendship, I mean I want out of this nightmare and into a normal house with a normal family so that I don't spontaneously combust into either caramel or cheddar. Well, that's kind of pretty. Back at my other house when I was growing up, I was kind of obsessed with fountains for a while, to the point where my parents built a little water fountain in the garden outside, and we put a large lily pad inside of it. And right before we moved, it started to bloom, like for a couple of years beforehand. And they're really pretty in person, like, would definitely recommend if you live in a place that, like, lilies do well, plant that stuff. Oh, is this the end? There's just a floating cripple chair, apple tree, and some clouds. That's right. It was me. It was you all along, Larry. You were really the vegetable cabbage in the wheelchair. Alright, you had me there, game. Ah, I get it. We're the replacement. We belong at the top of the tower because he's getting old. And we're like the management, the help, or just like the system that runs everything semi-automatically with our guidance. Something like that. Uh-oh. That's the shivering face of a man that might have sat on one of his nuts. Alright. I guess we're just gonna steal your chair since you're not using it anymore. Alright, this better have lumbar support or I'm gonna be pissed. Oof. Oh. Oh, that sounded like being knifed into the Matrix from behind your head. Oh, and that's it. Would you look at that? And they've even got credits that I can use later for some sort of gag at the start of the video. Nice. Alright, well I guess that's Burning Daylight. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a particularly short game, but it had a lot of good visuals and I liked it. That was really good. Nice. And here's all the developers and all that jazz. Since it was a free project, you know, it's good to give them credit where credit's due. Oh, maybe, I guess it was made as a university project, so that's really cool. Well, nice, guys. This was really good. I liked this. This is good, proper, non-verbal storytelling by what's going on in the universe. That was excellent. Nicely done. Nicely done. So I think that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. If you want to play this for yourself, it's free on Steam. Just go look it up. Until next time, bye!